This is Craig Delger with ProLite here with a review of the Rab Interval Tee. We've been talking a lot about base layers in the last several videos we've done, and kind of continuing on this theme, we're going to talk about this new synthetic base layer from Rab. It's the first time I've had the opportunity to try one on and play around with it. I'm wearing a size large, so the fit is a good, normal size fit. It's not the compression fit that you may be familiar with some other synthetics. Let's talk about the primary feature behind this that I think makes it a compelling product for you to consider. I historically have not liked synthetics next to skin just because I don't prefer the way they feel next to skin. I like a natural fiber like a merino next to skin much better, mostly because of the clinginess. 100% synthetics tend to cling and they develop kind of a static charge, which just makes them not as comfortable next to skin. I would contrast that with something like a Patagonia R1, a Regulator 1, or a Patagonia Capilene 4 that have the high-low grid. They are very comfortable to wear next to skin. And so what Rab has done with this is it's a polyester fabric, but it has a high-low grid on it. And I'll give you a close-up comparing it to a Patagonia R1 as well as the Rab AL Pull-On, both of which are using a high-low grid. You can see it's a much finer grid. It's not nearly as large or pronounced of a high-low grid as those other products are, but it's enough of a grid that it just makes it feel different next to skin and drape better than the other synthetics that I've tried, like the Rab Eon or the Capilene 1. So I think that's the primary feature that I point out. Just like other synthetics we talk about in the store here, really good wicking, really good absorption rate, really good dry times. It also has Polygiene, and the general consensus among the staff here at ProLite Gear is that Polygiene is very effective at odor control. It's not going to be as good at odor control as 100% merino is, but we feel that it's adequate for odor control, especially if you're going to be alternating shirts on a daily basis. Synthetic shirts that don't have any sort of odor control, you can tend to get them pretty stinky within an hour or two, and Polygiene is just our favorite odor control mechanism for pure synthetics right now. Other features to point out: price. This shirt retails for $34.95, bringing it in about $10 less expensive than a Patagonia Capilene 2, which is what I would compare it to. It does have some sun protection built in, between 10 and 15 UPF, 10 being for the lighter colors, 15 for the darker colors like this. There are some reflective trim details, one on the front, one on each sleeve, and one on the back that will reflect light if you're using this to run at night. It's a flat stitched seam, so a lower profile seam on these and more comfortable. And let's see here, the weight is coming in at 110 grams for a size large, which is going to make it about half the weight of a comparable merino shirt. So if you're counting grams, this is a very lightweight shirt. So really an impressive shirt from Rab. I really like the high-low grid feature. It makes it feel much better next to skin than the Rab Eon Tee. And so that's the story for the Rab Interval Tee. If you have any questions on this, feel free to give us a call. Area code 406-582-0508, or send us an email to info@prolitegear.com. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing.